Hello and welcome to another episode of Better Than Mourinho. And maybe we should rename the series something else, because currently we have definitely not Better Than Mourinho. And we're actually going to start this episode out with some bad news. As you might remember, Mkhitaryan got injured during the last episode, and this was the news that we got. So he's out for a long time, 4 to 5 months. And with that long injury, I mean, you could probably add a few more weeks before he's back to match fitness too. So that's a huge blow for us. We are going to miss him, and he's going to be out for a long, long time. So I'm really glad now that I bought Berardi. Of course, Berardi isn't at the same level as him right now, but he's going to be a good option here during this stint. So really glad that we bought him, because we are going to need him now with that long injury. And the other bad news is this: we didn't manage to beat Sunderland at home. The good news is we won against Barnsley in the cup, but I mean that was a championship team, so you can't count us beating a championship team. But a draw at home against Sunderland, that's a really bad result. Really bad result. And that's not okay at all. And we were 2 goals against 1 when they equalized in the 78th minute. So some really bad news here. Unfortunately, both that injury and this. I mean, this is a game we need. We need to take 3 points in games like that, because this brings us to this league table. And I mean, we are not doing better than Mourinho. We are not doing better than Mourinho at all. And I mean, you can even see the top of the league table is just running away from us. We need to start winning games. We need to start taking 3 points basically every single game, because we're so far behind now. And yeah, I can just smell that sacked in the morning when the board is getting angrier and angrier with us. And actually, if you take a look at this one, this is a bit weird one, because if you go to competitions here, they expect us to win the Premiership. But when it comes to the Euro Cup, where we have this group, they're not expecting us to go through the group stage. That's really weird. They think that we should win the Premiership. That's what they're demanding. But think we can't go through this group stage. Like, what are they thinking? Like, if I'm not going through from this group, I would officially uninstall Football Manager 17 and never play it again, because there's no way in hell that's going to happen. We might not win it. Hertha is a really good team, but like, no way ever that we're not going to go through the group stage. But winning that Premiership is looking further and further away. So I'm not sure what the board is going to do to us. But today's episode, we're up against Hertha, the 2 times German champions, and currently they have a pretty decent season, I think. Actually, they have changed. Last time I looked, I think they were a little bit higher, but still, they're only 3 points away getting those positions for Champions League. Actually, 3 points away from the 3rd place. So this is definitely a season that could go well for them. So this is not going to be easy. Going to be a rough game. But we need to prioritize the league, because that's the way we're going to do better than Mourinho. So I will be resting most of my players, or almost all of them, because there are only a few days between that and the Bournemouth game. And we really need to win the Bournemouth game. And at the same time, we can afford to lose away against Hertha. That shouldn't affect our chances to go through to the next round. So we are going to start with a lot of our youth players. Going to play a little bit more defensively here. And we need to set up instructions, because I haven't done that. But we are going to use a lower tempo. We are going to try to stay on the feet. I don't want to risk any centre off or things like that. We want to try to retain position. We want to play out the defense. And since we're using a lot of central midfielders, let's try to explore the flanks. Let's see what happens there. And of course, at the end, we want to work it into the box. See what Rooney can do with it there. And I think that's some decent instructions there. And flexible will do for this little bit more defensive formation. And yeah, a lot of youngsters and some experienced players there with Rooney, Valencia and Schweinsteiger. So let's submit the team and see how well we can do in Germany. For hopefully we can do better in Germany than we do in England, because in England right now things is not going well for us. And this is of course like kind of, I think I would call like a group final. Of course we're going to face off against them at home also, but if we manage to win against them away, I can't see anything stop us from winning the group, and if we lose we can still win the group by beating them at home. So what do you want to say here? They think like, I'm changing tactics. Yes, I am. But what do I want to tell them? Something like that, maybe. And this is the Hertha team we're up against. And they got Kalu, one of the bigger names there, of course. And we have some few bigger names too, and a lot of youngsters. Would you want to tell the lads something? What would we like to say? Yeah, maybe something like that. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm going to start standard here. Not sure what's going to happen. So game on. Hertha versus Man United. We are Man United. That troubles Germany, and hopefully we can do better than we do in the league. But here's a free kick from Hertha, and it's a goal. It's in the top corner, and I haven't even played 1 minute. What a nightmare of a start. What a nightmare. This is not what we needed. We need something to get the morale up. But I mean, that I have to confess, that is a beauty. That's a really, really good free kick. Beautiful goal for them. The fans should be happy, and our fans should be mad. And they are completely controlling the possession. So let's go counter-attacking, see what that does. Because they have all the possession in the world right now. But not much going on since that goal. Not at all. And it's getting a bit closer in possession, so let's see what happens here. And it's a highlight for Hertha, but maybe we're gonna get that counter-attack that we're aiming for. Let's see what happens here. What? What the hell was that? That looked really weird. Was that the highlight? Or is it coming right now? Are we gonna get a counter-attack maybe? Is Carrick going for Memphis? Memphis? You're probably gonna take a shot here, and a decent one. Memphis has been playing really well. Like, if Marshall doesn't shape up, Memphis is going to take his place as a regular starter, because Marshall is just lining up bad results, and Memphis has been like doing an average rating of 9 or more during his last 2 games. But that wasn't a very exciting first half, was it? Time to get aggressive, tell the lads, where the hell is the passion? And I feel like counter-attacking didn't look that exciting. Let's go over to standard. And let's try to, I mean, it doesn't have the quickest player on the pitch, but let's try to speed things up, because that slower pace didn't seem to work for us. So let's see if we can change things around, but speeding things up. But he's Hertha again. I feel like every highlight starts with them. And it's a corner. Let's see what happens from that corner then. Darida with the corner. Cleared. Oh my god. That's another really beautiful goal. But it's basically another slap in the face to us too. They're doing really beautiful goals, and it hurts a lot, because it's very bad news for us. But that volley in the top corner, I mean, they're just only scoring beautiful goals. And so really bad news for us. We need to start thinking here about the tactics. I feel like we need to push forward. We have nothing to lose. Something like that, perhaps. Going like this. Herrera, what do you want to do? Want you on the attack. Schweinsteiger, you're going to be focusing on defense. Carrick, do we want to play with 2 deep line playmakers side by side? I think not. Let's go like this. And give it a few more minutes. We probably want to go attacking also. Let's go attacking. Okay, maybe we should do some substitution too, but I don't want to bring in my good players because they need the rest for the league game. So I'm probably just going to prioritize bringing in weaker players that won't play in that game. I feel like that's the right way to do it because we need a fit for the league game. The league game is more important than this one. But yeah, we are doing a really shitty game, a very shitty game. Anything else? What do you want to do here? I guess we could bring in Lingard instead of Herrera. Doing it like this. Come on. Still nothing. Let's go to strikers. Something like that. The pay get to be the... Do you want you to ask false 9 maybe? And something like that. And we need to change instructions. We're going to be very narrow. And now we have nothing to lose. Just bump it in. Playing very English. Just like that. And we're overloading. Come on, lads. Maybe we can create a miracle here during the last 10 minutes. This Damian with the throw in, and that's it. Another loss. Another loss. Damn it. Well, but we knew that this was going to be the hard game. We knew that we might lose it. It shouldn't affect our chances to go through to the next round, especially since they got a draw here. But, I mean, we need to start winning. We need to start winning badly. And I feel like the next episode, we are up against the champions. We're up against Leicester. We managed to beat them in the Community Shield. Now it's time to beat them in the league. And of course, after that Leicester game, we have the Manchester derby against Man City. And yeah, and then Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea. I mean, we have some really exciting games coming up here. Really exciting games. So you want to make sure that you don't miss them. And that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you during the next episode.